Hello, this is Bob Clater once again. We're now on Chapter 6. Yes, I am wearing my face mask. My Dunkin' Donut face mask, by the way. New purchase over the weekend. We ended up the last time with Inwood Handy Mart in 1992. And then we went through a whole litany of people who had meant a lot to our company over the years with a lot of seniority of service. So we're now into 1994 when we built the Stevens City Interstate Handy Mart and Tasty Freeze. Exxon owned this land in Stevens City right off the interstate. It was an old three-bay repair service. I bought that, and we have tried different things over the years. So with that particular one, food service was becoming very popular at the time, and we actually had the first convenience store in Winchester up on the hill, Handy Mart number 1, with food service in it. First one ever in Winchester. And then actually had one of the first convenience stores with gasoline back in those days. It was, who was it? 7-Eleven did not have gasoline. Anyway, we kind of pioneered gasoline for a while, and we pioneered food service. Well, we built that station and put in a Tasty Freeze. And Tasty Freeze, we actually had a couple of them. Sometimes you don't think about the things we did do and then didn't carry on, but Tasty Freeze was one of those brands. We also had smash hit subs and pizzas. We had hot stuffed pizza. We had Jerry subs. Anyway, several franchises we tried for several years, and they just didn't work out for us. So in '94, we built the Stevens City Interstate Exxon, which is now Handy Mart number 13, by the way. In 1995, Ken Rice came to work for us. Many of you all remember Ken. Ken was our chief operating officer and helped with our convenience stores for about 25 years. He has since retired a couple years ago. I hired him from Cato Oil Company up in Maryland. A good friend of mine, Mike Abercrombie, and Mike wasn't real happy that I hired him, but Ken was going to leave anyway because his son came back to run that business, and Ken was kind of the next tier down, so he was looking for a job, so we hired him. I told somebody I didn't know if he'd stay with it a year or 10 years or 20 years, but he ended up staying with us till he retired, which was a real benefit to our company. He was a good leader and knew a lot of different people and had a lot of seniority. February, we purchased the Middletown Exxon station that same 1995 year. Interesting story, a fellow that owned that station was going through a divorce and had some health issues. A real estate agent called me on Thursday and he said, I'm shopping this through at Winchester. I'm going to sell it to the first person that we can sell it to go to closing at a price that we like. So I negotiated a price and a little lower than he wanted to sell it for, but I said, I'll tell you what, it's Thursday, I'll close it on Monday. The guy said, you can't do that. And I said, well, sign the contract. If I don't close it on Monday, then the contract will be null and void and you can sell it to the next person. So by golly, we got it closed on Monday. And I had several competitors call me just fussing and cussing that they were making plans to buy that station, but we'd already bought it. So sometimes time is your friend and sometimes it's not, but in that case it was. A couple things happened too. Texaco used to run a lot of stations in our area direct. They actually were owned and operated by Texaco. But they turned over supply of a couple of their stations. Veteran Texaco in Stevens City, we started supplying. They were a dealer for Texaco. We ended up buying that station. And then Lee Jackson Texaco up on Route 50. So during that time, we did transition to start supplying a couple stations for Texaco. I'll mention one more date, and then we'll go on to Chapter 7 next time. 1996 was a really important year for us. That's when we picked up Dunkin' Donut and Baskin-Robbins. That was a really nice addition. Food service becoming popular. That was a nice food service offering that we could add to some of the stuff we already did. So we'll pick up at 96 the next time, and we'll talk about bakeries and all kinds of other stuff we added. So once again, thank you all for all your efforts. This company is all about people, and it's all about your hard work and partnership, and we're blessed with a lot of good folks, and we appreciate all that you do for us. Chapter 7 next.